Welcome back to this video. In this video, we'll look at Packet Tracer Activity 8.1.3.4, propagating a default route in EIGRP for IPv4 and IPv6. This Packet Tracer file in the description box if you want to download and follow along. Here we have a scenario is in this activity you will configure and propagate a default route in EIGRP for IPv4 and IPv6 networks. EIGRP is already configured, however, you are required to configure in IPv4 and IPv6 default route. Then you will configure the EIGRP routing process to propagate the default route downstream EIGRP neighbors. Finally, you will verify the default routes by pinging hosts outside the EIGRP routing domain. Part 1. Propagate a default route in EIGRP for IPv4. Verify EIGRP configuration on each IPv4 enabled router. Display the routing table for each IPv4 enabled router and verify that all IPv4 routes are visible. So IPv4 edge, enable, show IP protocols, and if you go up, you can see routing protocol is EIGRP1. Configure an IPv4 default route. Configure a directly connected IPv4 default route on IPv4 edge. So IPv4 edge, configure terminal, the default route. So IP route 0.0.0.0 space 0.0.0.0 space, and we need to put the interface. So the interface is that connected to the internet. So which is this one is S010. S010. Now propagate the default route in EIGRP. Configure the EIGRP routing process to propagate the default route. So to propagate, that means we need to say the redistribute static command here, and it is EIGRP1. So we need to say router EIGRP1 redistribute static. Okay. Verify IP4 default route is propagating. Display the routing tables in branch 1 and branch 2 to verify the default route is now installed. So branch 1 and branch 2. Where is branch 1? Branch 1. Enable show IP EIGRP protocols. No. Show IP EIGRP interfaces. Show IP route EIGRP. Okay. Here we can see the EIGRP external is D is EIGRP or dual external here, separated by asterisk, and 170 is the administrative distance for external EIGRP, and we can see the IP address and the serial interface here. So it is showing on branch 1. We need to go to branch 2. Enable show IP EIGRP. Show IP route EIGRP. Here also we can see dual external 170 IP address and the serial interface. Part 2. Propagate a default route in EIGRP for IPv6. Verify EIGRP configuration on each IPv6 enabled router. Display the routing table of each IPv6 enabled router and verify that all IPv6 routes are visible. Okay. So IPv6 edge, number, show IP protocols, nothing. No, show IPv6 protocols, and here we can see it's EIGRP1. Okay, and configure an IPv6 default route. Configure a directly connected IPv6 default route on IPv6 edge. Okay, so this is IPv6 edge. Configure terminal. So this is IPv6, so IPv6 route //0, and we need to put the interface connected to the internet, which is S010. And we need to also redistribute static to propagate the EIGRP protocol. So we need to go into router IPv6. Now router EIGRP1 redistribute static. No, this is IP. Sorry, this is IPv6. So we need to say IPv6 router EIGRP1 redistribute static. Okay, so we have 100 out of 100. But okay, that's it. If you have any questions, please ask me down below. If this video is helping you in any ways, please consider subscribing. The next video will see one other activity. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you and good day. Bye-bye.